And kicks it behind. Travis Johnston has had 20 possessions now.
Remember Lee Matthews mentioning to Ricky about free kicks at three-quarter time? Well, they've had 8-3 Brisbane in this last quarter.
Might have had a whisper in the umpire's ear.
So plenty of time for Brisbane and too much time for Collingwood to run it down.
Well, I won't know how long is left on the clock. 24 minutes gone already.
Tries a torpedo, and that's not a great result. Corey's been good. Black goes back to his left, concedes ground. Adcock couldn't get it. McDonald ran hard. Back to Adcock. Back to Brennan. They've got to be careful. Well done, Didak. Cut it off. But not so good high on Johnston, and he deserved it.
Sloppy free kick. They had them then. They were pushing them back.
Played a good match as Johnston, and then kicks to that hot spot for Brown. Not quite. Notching. Got the handball. Leuenberger. Adcock. They're in front.
Wow. Wow. What a finish. Poor free kick on the centre of the ground. They were pushing them back. Collingwood had all the control and a sloppy over-the-shoulder free kick. But what a dangerous kick by Travis Johnston to put it right to the space. He made the players lead in there, and Jonathan Brown, a great contest. Clever there by Notting to be able to keep the ball alive, and Leuenberger thought, no, I'll give it off here. I'll give it to Jetty Adcock to kick the goal. He liked it. He had a very good game, Jet Adcock. Who would have thought? Dennis didn't. 33,867 people, Den. And I reckon most of them thought that they weren't going to narrow that gap.
Play restarts then. On his knees, Black. Very important in this fight back. Knocked on by Didak though. Black's kick went the wrong way. Pendlebury. Quiet night. Did he have the football? Socket off the ground by Adcock out towards the boundary. Cloak leads in the race. Patful is there. And the ball is forced across the boundary line. We said at half-time, David, both sides have had their periods of dominance tonight. Both have taken their chances during that time, and hence the game we've got. You were scoring the fight at home, and it'll be very difficult. Johnston slung, kicks it back towards the wing. Lockyer gathers the bouncing ball, hand passes wide. Shaw hard against the boundary line. Kicks inside the forward 50 metres, must get a free. Tackled in mid-air.
There it is. Yeah, Paul.
He's caused Riscatelli a lot of headaches in the last quarter.
Behind your mark, Paul.
Played tall, been in front, done exactly what a small forward has to do. He's a beautiful kicker of the football, but he can have those days where he's not kicking well.
No easy kick for a right footer from here, but has exquisite skills on occasions kicking at goal. As we said, his personal best 9 against Brisbane. Riscatelli worked the mark hard, came hard, and really sprung and affected the kick, I reckon.
And an underestimated skill, that too, Dennis.
Yes, very much so. Behind.
Do plenty there whilst on the mark. He talking to the player.
It's kicked 0-4 tonight, Medhurst. So what could have been a 1-4, I should say. He kicked a goal in the final term. So 1 goal 4 tonight. It certainly has been a factor in this last quarter. Now Brisbane's turn to work out how long they've got to go, because they have the narrow lead. Will there be another goal in the match?
Not much movement here by Brisbane. They've got to come along. They've got to go down the line.
Danger. Brennan, big fly, no mark. Collingwood have got some numbers. Brennan's got to get it out. He scooped it. Adcock, who got the goal to put them in front. Hooper. Well done, McDonald. What an important ball this is. Sherman, little give, no. Picks it up now and then goes bang with a long one to fall forward. Wakeland, Brown, still with Brown. Well done by Nathan Brown.
What a tackle.
Had to give it off.
He should have given it off.
First option.
And now O'Brien does give it off. A little one to Johnson.
Johnson drives it towards half forward. Swan lays it off. Burns cruising past. 70 metres from goal. Long towards the pocket. Is that a free kick? Ball goes out of bounds. Didak cannoned into by Begley.
Straight at the ball.
What a tackle this is.
There was a man on.
Incorrect disposal. And I thought that Didak played that just about well enough to earn himself a free kick.
Sorley Matthews angry with his superstar that time. Fraser to a dangerous spot. Notting. Well, be careful. Concedes it behind. And the margin is back to just 2.
Oh, so such an important kick in now.
It is.
Had some.
You've got to go long. If it's any less than a 50, you've got to go long.
Well, he hasn't. Oxford did find Riscatelli.
Free man. Just score. They got the free here too, Brisbane.
Slow kick. Notting's got it though. He's had a good last quarter, Notting.
I'll fake the injury with under a minute to go. Just over a minute to go. Handball it off.
So what does he do here? Low kick to Patfull, who waits for it to bounce. Goes back to Black. They're getting themselves in trouble. Gee.
That was red hot.
He's had a big second half, hasn't he, Black?
Yeah, terrific.
10-5. Bruce, free kicks in the last quarter.
Missed by Brennan. Aubrey. Power, who was the star in the opening half.
That's as deliberate as you'll get.
That was a clever kick, wasn't it?
He's a good player. I reckon Brennan might have copped one right on the wrist. He's holding the arm.
He's been good tonight too, Brennan.
He turned the game there at one stage when he went into the centre.
Still time for Collingwood. 40 seconds. Big play here. Notting. Johnston. 60 metres out. Not a bad kick close to the boundary. Flicked back down there by Leuenberger, taken by Wakeland. Last roll of the dice, time for Collingwood then. It's taken by Shaw after the deflection from Maxwell. Unloads the Michelle Pfeiffer of torpedoes. It's slapped towards the boundary, and Riscatelli will play it close. Stopped by Rocker. Riscatelli and Rocker, all time consuming. Didak soccers it forward, still in. We're down to 8 seconds, it's still in. Burns is over the football. McDonald grabs it, and that will be enough. Kicks it back towards the wing. Coming across was Lappin. There's the siren. Brisbane win an absolute clinker at the Gabba by 2 points.
What a game of football.
Wow.
They were brave as brave, Brisbane. So were Collingwood. It's games like that, it's unfortunate there has to be a loser.
It was just one of those nights, wasn't it? They both. Okay, let's go down to you, Ricky. What a terrific match we've seen.
Totally spent. What a fantastic game.
That was a big effort by the boys. Come off a tough trip from Perth last week. And all he asked is not to give up at three-quarter time, and the boys stuck it out. Great goal by Jed Adcock at the end.
Yeah, it was a tough week for you guys. You got the red eye. Well, it must have been a light week on the track.
Pretty light week, yeah, freshen us up. But, you know, we ran the game out pretty strong. You know, great effort all night. We probably didn't take our chances early on in the game, which kept Collingwood in it. To their credit, they are all over us in the third quarter, but we fought back. Terrific game of footy, and great to win the first one at home, especially in front of a big crowd.
And just a little one on young Brown that you played on tonight. A little bit of banter between the two country boys.
Yeah, no, he's going to be good. He's a good young player. Obviously, he's only his second game, and pretty strong moves well, and it was a good contest all night. He's going to be a star of the future.
Might be a opponent for a few years to come. Go on, you Brownie. Cheers, mate.
Gee, that's an endorsement, isn't it?
Star of the future.
He's a breath of fresh air, isn't he, Jonathan Brown, when you talk to him? He gives you something every time.
And he speaks from the heart.
Yeah,
you know, he's not hiding anything. There's no agendas. It's Jonathan Brown.